Hey everybody, hope you're all doing really well. I did do a video on my Facebook page the other day, but it was too long for YouTube. So I'm going to redo one for YouTube, and hopefully I can keep within that time frame um, just to make it a bit easier. But I just wanted to say also that in case I'm not really, maybe I should start each video with an introduction to say what I do, maybe. So I work with plant oils, and I use plant oils in reflexology and massage. So I would normally combine 6 essential oils to a base oil. And what I like to do is feel what is needed for the person that comes in for any work. Um, so it is, for me, there's the physical benefits, the emotional benefits. However, there's also the spiritual benefits. So I can feel messages from the plant, because the oils are the plant. It's the purest form of the plant. So we need to remember that those oils have been extracted from plants, and the oil is the result of the plant in its purest form. So when I inhale and take in the scent, I can feel what the plant feels like. I can feel what the plant is saying it'll be good for. Um, and so that's how I work. It's through like scent. For me, I love scent. Like, I absolutely love it. It's my favorite thing with flowers, and I love a really, really beautiful scent. So thankfully my nose is good enough for it. So when I inhale the scent, I can feel the message, I can feel the plant spirit, I can feel what it is that they're trying to convey. And that's how I work. And it could be different for other people. Whatever you pick up when you tune in to the spirit of the plant is whatever is for you. I'm not saying that my messages are all right. It could be different for everybody, and some could be the same. So in saying that, first we'll do lavender. So lavender is a really good all-rounder. For me, lavender feels very feminine. She's always felt like a big sister. So for me, big sister is someone who is responsible, nurturing, comes in and sorts things out, and takes care of the others. Like, always feels like big sister's going to take care of the others, the siblings and everything else. And it's really lovely, because for me, the image I get, and the images can be quite quirky, and for some reason a little bit old-fashioned, but they're all different. Not always old-fashioned, it's different for all of them. But for me, like, every time I in, inhale her scent, it's like I can see someone putting an apron on, the old-fashioned aprons that people used to, either the mum or the grandma or the aunties or whoever was in the kitchen used to put an apron on and tie it around their waist. That's what it feels like. It feels like that's the image I get. Yep. I'm getting goosebumps on my crown, so it's confirmation. It feels like I can see someone tying an apron on, putting it on, and getting ready to get to business. Let's get things done. Let's get things sorted. Yeah, it's confirmation. So very feminine. She comes in. She's going to take care of and be responsible from head to toe. So lavender is amazing. Similar to rosemary, lavender will take care of head to toe, headaches, respiratory, circulation, nervous system, skeletal, muscles, aches and pains. And with that, she also drops the blood pressure. So you want to make sure that you are not already having low blood pressure, because if you have low blood pressure, lavender will drop it even more. So good for someone with high blood pressure if you want to obviously drop that blood pressure down. But these are the things you need to be aware of, is that there are oils that will clash with certain ailments, medication, pregnancy. There's only a few that are safe while you're pregnant. Don't use them unless you really know from either midwife, doctor, nurse, whoever you deal with. You just can't. They're very toxic if used in the wrong way on the wrong person. So you need to be very wary of that. So lavender is going to be responsible. She's putting her apron on. So the apron for me it means that she's getting ready to get to work. Very feminine, very nurturing, and just very beautiful. And the other day when I tuned into her, I could feel it. I could feel her energy. I could feel it in my third eye. I could feel it on my crown, which would make sense when you look at the lavender flowers and their lilacs and their purples. And then if you look at our chakra colors, you've got the lilacs and the purples in regards to the third eye and the crown. So that's lavender. Very relaxing, and will sort it all out. So the other one is very beautiful. I actually had the most beautiful vision with this oil, Cypress, the other day. It was just stunning. It took a while to get there though, so at least now we've already done it. Then in this video, I can just pretty much get straight to what the vision was. So we know cypress is a beautiful big tree. Um, hmm, that's interesting. So the message I got the other day, and for me to even today feeling Cypress again, is he's feeling very, obviously very grounded and sturdy and protective. However, Cypress the other day was showing me um, this little a bear that was poking around the trunk of the cypress tree in the forest. It wasn't a baby bear and it wasn't a mature bear. It felt like it was still young, like a teenager. So um, during that vision, it was, and I could feel that cypress would be good for a transition time for anyone going through transition. However, they did show me what felt like a young male warrior, because I could see the bear poking around the tree and it was a young bear, and to me it felt like a teenager. So the vision I had was this beautiful, couldn't see the whole body, but it felt like a young warrior because I could see a pouch, could see like a leather pouch. And so for me, it was in regards to using cypress would be beautiful for a young male that is going through a transition stage, whether it's coming into puberty, becoming a young man, a certain stage of life. So that was, yeah, so the young bear the warrior, and definitely masculine. Um, so beautiful to use. Yeah, and I'm getting goosebumps on my right side. Oh, on my right right side of my head. So confirmation for a young male who is transitioning into another stage of life or some kind of milestone. Oh yeah, I'm getting lots of goosebumps. Lots of goosebumps with that. So that's confirmation. Um, oh, yeah, he's just amazing. He's just beautiful. Very fresh. Um, good for the circulation, the respiratory, the nervous system. However, spirit wise, the message is young male going through a transition. He'd be beautiful to bring in for a massage and celebrating the transition as well, because it's something that we don't do enough of in the Western culture. We weren't raised that way, which is a shame, really. Like we celebrate birthdays or acknowledge birthdays, but there's other stages of life that we don't celebrate. So just I think it's beautiful, like for a young person that's coming into puberty, whether that's a female coming into menstrual cycles, becoming a young woman, young male coming into puberty, a young male coming into a time of becoming a young man. When we know that there was a time where it was celebrated, it was acknowledged. Even further down the track, we've got the motherhood coming into being a father, grandparents, menopause, like all these cycles that we are not celebrating. And I'm getting lots of goosebumps on my head. So it feels like spirit is saying, yeah, like, oh, that would be beautiful. And for me, even to be part of that would be a great honor, um, to work on someone that is going through a transition and into another stage of life. Would be absolutely beautiful. I worked with someone a few weeks ago now, um, and this person was going into a new journey, moving across countries, and it was just absolutely beautiful. When I was working on this person, I felt like it was almost felt like like we were in another time where it was a time where we would celebrate and we would prepare, and it felt like she was being prepared for her journey into her next phase of life. So for me, it's an honor. It's always an honor. I love it. Um, but I'm going to cut the video there because YouTube, oh, it's a bit of a fiasco trying to put a longer thing on YouTube. But the next video, I'll do hyssop and black pepper and maybe marjoram. Okay, but thank you, and I hope it all makes sense. Okay, then, thanks for watching. Okay, take care. Lots of love.